Well, that was well confusing. Hello, Jumbo John. Oh, well, today without my Belgian friend, that is Milan, because he's sick. But yeah, welcome to Bahrain. After we saw some very interesting incidents last week in the first lap in Qatar. Um, yeah, we're now in Bahrain. Probably one of the more interesting first few corners. Hello, Callum. Yeah, no, we're just gonna put Milan down. Just, yeah, there's no way to actually save him. No, he doesn't have a voice and anything. You wouldn't hear him if he would be here. So that's why he's just not here today. Yeah, so last race was fairly interesting with Superi winning by, I think, a good amount. I think 4 or 5 seconds. Dale was second and Jumbo John was third. Gandalf was in a few incidents with Destroyer Drac after turn one. And therefore they didn't really fight for anything. Yeah, so Gandalf continues to be on pole every week. Maybe he doesn't. But I think he converted once in Belgium. Uh, yeah, it's just not. Yeah, to be fair, Texas he couldn't overtake. In Qatar now he got taken out, or took someone out. Since it wasn't reported, can't really judge who was at fault there. And yeah, Belgium he obviously won. So yeah, interesting. Yeah, we had quite a shake-up through the season so far. Hello, Lani. I mean, Superi and Gandalf continue to impress at the beginning. Most of the time, they qualify really well every week. But yeah, maybe it's different. Bahrain is one of the few tracks we didn't really race in the last few seasons. So this is going to be a bit new for everybody here today. Unless they already did the Sunday's race. But yeah, fairly fresh, this one. As your boy Def is taking the chance on racing the number 3 before it's gone next season. Didn't realize that he was using the number 3. But yeah, I don't really know what the quali times are around here. I think it's around like a 27.5, 27.4. That's like about the times you want to do. But damn. Yeah, nobody really knows. At least I don't know what's going on this track. Like I said, I didn't see the Sunday's race. That happened around this track, so yeah. Iceman does a 29.3. Your boy Def does a 28.4. So yeah, fairly spread out already. Jumbo Jordan 28.5 in the first sector. Brent goes second so far. What are these stupid gaps on there? Yeah, it's fairly quiet today now in the Combsbach area since Milan isn't here. Makes me sad. But, you know, it is what it is. So, yeah, so I think I'm a bit, I went a bit too low with my 27.5. Unless track evolution is crazy around here. I think Eddie G is new. I think he's new. Just 28.7. Yeah, so it's kind of more around the 28.6, 28.7. That's around where we are. Not 27. Unless Mr. Gandalf knocks it out of the park today. But no, he does 28.6. Maybe Callum. Maybe Callum. Yeah. Do I have my voice on oh, for fuck's sake. No. Microphone is working. I was wondering. I'm just really quiet. So what can Callum produce here? Got a fair amount of ERS left. Hello, Dale. Dale currently in 6th position. Well, not too far off. Dale could actually be in contention today. Looked not too great in Qatar. For some reason he finished really well. But I think that was also due to incidents at the beginning of the race. Andre is about to cross the line with a 28.6. So yeah, I guess doing a 28.6 is the way to go. 28.2 by Bailey. Well, in general, I do like the layout of of Bahrain. And they did change a lot. The curves are a lot flatter. You could basically just jump across them. It doesn't really do anything to you. In the last game, they were pretty high. But in this game, they're pretty flat. That's pretty nice. It's going to be interesting to see how much of a dirty air issue we're going to have in turn 8 or 9, or whatever it actually is, in the double left downhill. As it is already a pretty tricky corner. But yeah, we'll see. We shall see. Manzi with the pink V-carb that I'm still very jealous that I don't have it. But yeah, it does look pretty nice. Vatican goes fastest in Sector 1. That's going to be interesting to see. Hello, Jack. We're on board with the goat. Good old Rattigan. What's he going to come across the line with? 29.0. He is having a lot of wing. My god. The engine doesn't sound happy with that corner. Dad, I think your warranty is about to run out on your Mercedes engine because it's stuttering like shit. Brent goes fastest with 28.2. Oh, the stuttering sound of Dale's engine. He is a 10th up. That 1/10 is gonna bring him up like fucking 10 positions. Ah. Oh, he's invalid. Yeah. Well, it seems like it's fairly close. If there's somewhat of a gap between 4th and 5th, but there is virtually no gap between 5th and 11th. Oh, 13th. I mean, if you improve a 10th, you gain like 4 positions or something. It's insane how close it is. Let's see. Your boy Def already improved with a 28.1. I didn't see that. They probably went across the line in pretty similar times. Superior. Gandalf now with a 28.1. That's what I kind of thought what it's more going to be looking like. Well, he's 2/10 up. With a good last corner, he could actually go into pole. And he does, 28.0. The two usual suspects on the front row. See, Bailey had a pretty good run. He is up by... Oh, we might see the first 27 here. We might actually see the first 27. Did the corner just get way wider there? Looks like it. Yeah, we're definitely going to see a 27 from him. A lot of curb there through the last corner, but that should still be enough. Yeah, 27.8. And that is probably the biggest gap we currently have in between drivers. Callum doing the occasional manic of jumping through the gravel. Haytham now going into his fast lap. Is he going to get impeded? Let's hope not. Oh, he's up at 10th. That could bring him far. Hey, it's crazy how close it is. But that V-Cup really needs to get out of the way. Well, not the greatest second sector there by Haytham. He really needs to get a wonder in the last sector to actually gain a position here. He's going back into the pit lane. He won't make it back out. But yeah, that works. See if Jumbo John could make a gigantic move forward or not. No, he cannot. Andre is up at 10th. And a half. Sector 2 really slow after like a few laps. Is there negative track evolution? Gandalf retires. We won't see Gandalf on pole this time. Andre goes 8th. Spear retired, Gwen Sleeper retired. Your boy Def did beat Superi. Is that correct? Is Rattigan still actually on an outlap? I doubt it. Can Rattigan move forward? Yes, he can! Into P12 he goes. I also doubt that Basson is on an outlap. I think that's just a bug here. Such a weak track for me. I mean, that happens to the time. Basson stays in P15. Manzi needs half a tenth to at least gain a position. He gets that done, is down to P12. So, Winsford qualified P8 in the last second. Yeah, it is not a front row lockout by Aston Martin, but yeah, the Astons seem to be really quick around here. It's Bailey and your boy Def in the first row, and Superior and Iceman in the second row. Iceman also did a really good lap. Didn't see him do one before. Our quali god is only 5th today. Probably just one of his weaker days. Happens. Everybody has them at some point. Yeah, and I think that the gap to pole is actually the biggest one with Bailey and at almost 1.5 tenths, which is something. Yeah, but it's insane. Less than a second in between first and last. And we have a very, very tight midfield. I think there was like a tenth in between 4 positions or 6 positions. It's crazy. Very, very crazy. Yeah, I just hope there's not going to be a crazy fucking turn 1 incident. So, taking their sweet fucking time. That's what it is. Guys, just put the black round tires on the car. Doesn't matter. What else is going on? But the pit lane's lovely, you know? Like, great nice pit lane. You can see Lani and Basson from here. Your boy Def and Lil Jumbo John. I think I can also see Reed Rattigan's name. Obviously Windsword and Piastri. But can I see further than... I can see... Groom Sleeper. Oh, okay, we're going. Let's have a look at the tires. So I heard at least that the hards are supposed to hold for a long time around this track. We have 2 persons on hards. That are Lil Jumbo John and Code Andre. The rest is on mediums. So the tire question will not be as interesting as I thought. Yeah. To be fair, I don't... Like I said, I have no idea how good or bad this track is for overtaking. But I would say... Normally the Ferraris actually work themselves up a bit during the race. As they had, obviously, Lani with the quali ban. And Bass not having the greatest quali result. It will be interesting to see if Gandalf can actually overtake today, if he's running more or less swing this time. Iceman, so far, I don't think he raced so far in this division. At least I've never seen him race. Yeah, Superi not being on the front row is after his... I think it was on pole in Qatar. So, also going to be interesting to see. Your boy Dev Bailey. Yeah. I just hope there's not going to be a massive crash into turn 1. That would be lovely if that doesn't happen. As this turn 1 is probably also one of the more horrible ones. So, let's see. Is your boy Def gonna have some really aggressive parking, or is he just putting it on the grid nicely? No, he's just parking. He's just normal parking. What on? Yeah, that's Andre. Oh my god, what are the racing bolts doing? Oh my... Let's have a look at this. Manzi is... Alright, it is. Lights out and away we go. Did Beth get a better start? I think Beth did get a better... No, no, no. Bailey is gone. Oh, I can... Oh my god. That was a loud whack. That was a loud whack in the back. Oh, Jesus Christ. Who lost their wing? Brent. Brent lost 10 positions. Oh, this is chaos here. This is chaos back here. Oh, Jesus. So Brent doesn't have a wing at all. He's chilling. There's a big gap. Oh my god. There is a big gap. Okay. I can see Windsword lost a good part of his front wing. Gandalf lost 6 positions. But yeah, Windsword doesn't have much left on his wing. That is not looking good. Let's see how many people will go into the pit lane for a new wing. As I fear it's going to be a lot. Definitely Windsword. Rattigan, Windsword and Brent. Oh, Rattigan. Oh boy. So, Superior with a rather rough start. Yeah, obviously Gandalf and Brent didn't have the greatest start as well with Windsword. The Ferraris, on the other hand, are pacing through the field. Is Lani missing a wing? Or does it just look weird? No, he's right. Lani's got everything on the car. So, does anybody still run with wing damage, or is everybody in the pit lane? No, it seems like everybody else just decided to go for a pit stop if they lost their wing. Yeah. Your boy Dev and Bailey are having a race. That's about it. Superi is getting attacked by Grim Sleeper. Whoa! That was very close to death. Oh, Jesus. Yeah. The Grim Sleeper just saw his life flash in front of him. As Hatham loses it out of turn 2 and loses a part of his front wing. Oh. That was probably Code Brown for Dale. Yeah, these two are just chilling. These two are just simply chilling. There's got to be a change in athlete again. But I mean, your boy Dev emptied his entire battery. Well, that works for them. Well, Dale is closing the gap to Iceman, and Superi is struggling a lot. Now, Callum, gets a bit of a squeeze there by Superi. But yeah, Superi is struggling a lot. I don't know what's happened to him at the start, but it's not too great. Meanwhile, Dale closed the gap to Iceman. Yeah, Superior is losing more and more ground. He almost lost his DRS to Eddie G. Sorry. Yeah. Still gonna attack this lap, or is he going to chill for now and recharge his battery? Meanwhile, Callum gets a better exit than Superior out of turn 1. Superior then does it a bit better out of turn 2. Can Callum go for it here? Right. Well. At least there was that contact. And well, I think Jumbo John went off. Gandalf is dropping like a rock. He's not having a pleasant day. Yeah, Grom now has enough ERS to attack. And he should overtake Iceman in this lap. He should get him. Eddie G got nothing left of his battery. I'm going to try again here. Oh! Can Callum do it? Oh, no. Superior just carries more speed into the second corner. Now it's on the outside. Superior kind of blocks the apex there for Callum. He can get around. Can he stick it around the outside here into the double right? He gets a bit of contact there. But he sticks it. Can he get the job done into that fast left-hander? Yes, he can. Great move from Callum. Great move from Callum there. Dale almost dropped Iceman in the first lap. He is burning. Can he get it done? Yes, he can. At least at the detection zone it looked like Iceman was out. Iceman goes completely off. He doesn't have DRS. ADG has no battery. Superi has no battery. Superi is now fighting Manzi for position. Manzi's also passed. Superi is lacking a lot of race pace after his great qualifying result. Eddie G is now under attack from Callum. Oh, a bit of a bump there. Superior and Andre are now going at it. Like I said, Superior's having a rough day. He is having a very rough day today. Callum gets past AG. And it's now attacking Iceman. He goes deep into turn one. That should give ADG the chance to get the position back. It doesn't. Can we now see a move from Callum? Now he sticks his nose in on the inside against Iceman. Iceman keeps his position on the outside. ADG. Oh, he slightly is Callum in the rear. Yeah, to be fair, he was really alongside him there to actually get some space. There's a lot of contact in the back between Cordon, Andre, and Superior's off the track, and I think he lost a bit of wing there. They both have wing damage. Andre also has wing damage. Oh Lord. Oh God. That's both their races compromised. Callum should now get past Iceman. I think it was in rather early. On the other hand, I don't know how long the mediums actually hold up on this track. Yeah, Grim Sleeper's kinda in its own domain here. Iceman just pitted behind him. I don't know how good the undercut is, but, you know, something tells me that Iceman is on a two-stop here. On the other, no, maybe the hearts actually go to the end. If they do like 20 laps, then yeah, they're fine. No, he's not. He's still a one-stop. The hearts should do 20 laps. Now, the worst part about Andre's situation is he is on hards, and it's gonna make him lose a lot of time. As he has to either decide now to go for medium, or to stay out and suffer. A lot of people in the pit lane. Eddie G gets 10 seconds of the pit entry. And we have a yellow flag from Hafen. There's some groups forming, but nothing too crazy. I think Dale has to pit now, otherwise he's going to get undercutted. The Hart should go to the end from here. Like I said before, the Ferraris tend to make their way forwards during the race. I don't think Baston has pitted so far. No, he did not. But the Ferraris are having a good race. Dale pitted. Gandalf is still yet to pit. Jumbo John went to pit. 11 laps up on the hard so far. See, did Iceman undercut Dale? It is very close. Dale definitely couldn't allow to wait one lap longer. Callum is gonna stick his nose in here against Iceman. There's some contact between the two. And if Dale is clever, he can use that now. The Hearts maybe take a second to warm up on this track, but... Oh, Callum is off and he's dead! That is going to be the safety car. I think there was contact with Manzi. Manzi and Eddie G are very close together. Ooh. And Gandalf is going to be very happy about that safety car. I think Manzi lost a bit of wing. Yeah, that was a very hard collision there. It looked like Manzi and Callum collided there. Your boy Def is going in, Beatty's going in. Yeah, they were yet to pit. Callum, did you get hit by Manzi there? Or what happened? You did get hit. Alright. Alright. Well, Callum, you had a brilliant race so far. It's very, very sad to see you go out like that. Manzi didn't change his wing. Andre didn't change his wing after his collision earlier. Gandalf is going to be the main beneficiary after that incident. Manzi retired in the pit lane. He retires in the pit lane on a safety car. Callum, you definitely had the pace. You were fighting for a podium spot at that second. So you definitely had the pace. I just wonder why Manzi is now retiring. Oh, I don't know if you've seen it, Callum, but Manzi has just apologized in the elite chat, so I think he's taking the blame on himself here. I don't know if he's actually at fault. I didn't see it perfectly, but he at least sounds like he's taking the blame for that one. As Bailey and your boy Def almost collide under the safety car here. Andre didn't change the ring. Yeah, it looked like a rather hard collision there between you two. I don't know what exactly happened. Manzi just completely missed the braking zone. Or what happened. It looked insane. It sounded like a very hard collision, to be fair. At least a few that got a lot of damage at the start of the race are now back in the race. That's good to see. After Rattigan was, I think, 16th the last 10 laps, he's now actually somewhat back in the race. You know, he might actually get something out of it. Probably gained a lot through the... because people got double stacked and he didn't, because Dale was already on fresh tires. So, there should now be everybody on hards except for Brent, who's on softs, who's going to pit again, probably for a fresh set of hards. And Eddie G is on mediums. That's going to be a suffer to get them to the end, as well as Andre is on mediums. So everybody who's not on hards is not having a great day, but I also can see Windsword and Rattigan are still on their old used hards. They probably don't have a second hard tire. Because the hard tire now will definitely go to the end. I'm 100% sure that the hards will now go to the end. We have Eddie G on a 3-second penalty. Dufay got rid of his 10-second penalty. I think Manzi is the lobby host, so he can't leave. Yeah. So, it's not like a safety car restart ever brought carnage into this division. Belgium. So let's just hope it's going to be a bit more civil. Back to the absolute crazy strategy the Ferraris are running, who went from look out last to being 7th and 8th. That is some performance there from them. As I think Jumbo Rattigan heard me say that his hards are not the best tires to be on, so he goes for another pit stop. Yeah, Windsword is probably not going to go to the end on that tire. I doubt it, at least. Rattigan on the fresh medium, 15 laps on a fresh medium. It's also not going to be fun. But it's probably better than 12-lap-old hard. Granted, his 3rd pit stop now. It's not a fresh medium. Yeah, I don't know what tire to actually be on, but I would say a fresh hard is probably the best tire to be on. But if the safety car takes another lap, the medium might actually get into shape. Because on more weight, the two guys up front did 13 laps on these mediums. Yeah, the Ferraris somehow always tend to amaze me during the race. At least one of them normally does. As the very goated first name Chris, aka Basson, is normally very good in the race, but Lani is having a great one right to the... Considering he had a quali ban, this is a brilliant race so far from him. So your boy Def will probably start going. Oh, Bailey almost loses it. But they gapped Groom Sleeper by quite a bit. Eddie G just completely slapped the start and it didn't work out too great for Rattigan as he wasn't allowed to overtake him. As Grim is getting attacked by Andre. Andre, who's still running his broken front wing, and he hits Grim in the rear. Hearts probably still need a bit more to actually heat up. And there's a yellow flag again. And Resigan lost his wing? Did somebody else lose their wing? Who was being naughty? Only Ratigan lost his wing. Oh, he hits Superior in the rear. Oh man. Nanzi's left the session. Brent tries to take Jumbo John around the outside. Ah, Ratigan slowly host, I forgot. What's up, Nanzi? Superior drops behind. Ratigan. Ratigan's broken front wing, well, they'll definitely not help. Don't know why he let him pass. Flying is best in swap positions. And Brent and Jumbo John. Yeah, Brent has now passed Jumbo John. Don't know why Superior let him go. I mean, his car's at least still intact. Anyways. Brent is going at it. And Windsword is pitting. Off his hearts. Don't know what happened there. I still don't understand this move. Why did Superior let Ratigan go? I think no one can understand that. Maybe G gets another 3 seconds. And Dale is slowly losing the cars in front of him. But Grim is also getting rid of Iceman behind it. Yeah, it's a weird race so far. As nearly Psycho is watching Hatham and Basson going at it. There's a lot of contact between Hatham and Lani. Maybe Psycho now with the fastest lap. Lani, oh! Lani stayed on the outside for a long time and then closed the gap in the braking zone. That is a bit naughty. Baston is going at it with Gandalf. Lani now lost DRS, Winslow gained 3 seconds. So Brent, as close as he is, should get past. Lani now with the mistake. Out of the last corner, Brent goes slightly over the grass. Iceman goes for a pit stop. And Brent is past Lani. But why on earth are you pitting? He's going on to mediums. Alright, I'm not even questioning it. Bastian is still going out of Gandalf. And Nearly Cycle's now trying his best to close the gap to Hafen. Bailey, the boy Dev was starting to drop Andre. And now ADG and Jumbo John are knocking on Lani's door. Lani's also went for another pit stop. My God, am I tired. So, Superior and Patrick are still at it. Jumbo John and ADG are going for it. Jumbo John goes for it around the outside. Now at the starting of Sector 3, Jumbo John, is he passed? He is passed. What a nice move this is. Just to now get re-overtaken along the OS straight. And Jumbo John goes into the pit lane. Getting off on Hafen, side by side. Now for the double left. Riley and the boy Jeff are basically switching. Gandalf and Hatham. And Hatham lost his front wing and spun round. Jesus. That's just carnage every lap now. I still don't know what superior led Rotterdam past. Don't get it. Well, nice defense there from Rattigan. Bailey's now probably going to retake the lead. No, he doesn't. There's not a lot going on. You could basically watch Superior and Rattigan every frame. But that is about it. Nani overtakes Windsor. Yeah, Rattigan and Superior are just chilling the entire race. Winsford is pitting. Yeah, since it's now kind of the DRS train at the front, I can't do anything. To actually defeat these two. Superior might be able to overtake Rattigan now. Rattigan with another brilliant exit there out of that corner. Oh, what the fuck? Didn't even realize Grim went for the overtake against Bailey. So it's either Dale now closes this gap or your boy Def has won it. Because as soon as you're out of DRS on this track, you are gonna end up in no man's land. Let's have another train. With the crowbar, Jesus, Andre gets past Iceman. And he loses another position. Superior now going past Iceman on the inside. He's not helping, Jack. He is not helping. Yeah, and now Dale and Bailey are switching positions, but it won't be enough to catch in. As Andre is now past. Oh my god. And I think Superior had finally enough of following around John and gave him a very nice gentle loft tap on the anus. Or I am just very confused, but Superior definitely got spun. I just don't know who it was. My god, is it confusing for me. Yeah, Iceman is definitely now past Rattigan and Andre, so I don't know who collided with who. It was Batman. Mate, I am, for some reason now, getting extremely tired. I think I slept through like half the fucking overtakes of this race. Jesus. Dale is now past Bailey. Yeah, so with Bailey's 3-second pen, it looks like Dale is gonna be second again, unless he gets a penalty. Oh, jinx. Yeah, no, it's alright. It just got very... Yeah. Yeah, not... Just a hard watch at some point, but now the action's back on, for some reason. Rattigan just suffering from broken front wings every single time. I think I didn't see Rattigan with an intact front wing for longer than one lap this race. Poor guy. Superior is now in the pit lane, he's going for fastest lap. Yeah, and Dale is fighting with Bailey. Your boy Def looks like he is pretty safe. Unless he bottles out here. Then we have Lani, who's close to Jumbo John. With all the chaos that happened here today. Lani, for some reason, is not dead. As he was always very close to the action. Don't know how he survived that. But yeah, I think Basson just qualifying second last and is now in P4 is probably the most promising finish we have seen today. Yeah. Chris just go to Lani's gonna position his car on the outside here, goes slightly in the grass. And Jumbo John stays ahead. DRS is similar here. We still might get an overtake here. As, yeah, I don't know what that was. Not an overtake. Lani just showed himself a bit in Jumbo John's mirror. But yeah. As Andre is somehow past Haytham. He was 4 tenths behind. How on earth did that happen? Especially on that corner. What kind of suicide move is he pulling? And I think Andre still didn't change his wing. Yeah. Haytham also brought a broken front wing. And Brent is back up to P5. The good old triple stop challenge. Gandalf now on the last lap. Going past Brent into turn 1. Brent, can he exit the corner better than Gandalf? He probably can, how he positioned his car there. But does he have more battery? No, he does not. As Eddie G is just testing. Does he have a puncture? Why is he driving so slow all of a sudden? Is it the rear left? I don't know which tire it is, but it doesn't look good. Well, mysteriously. Yeah, Basson is going to be the driver of the day, with no doubt. Dale into P2, also with a brilliant result, starting in P9. And your boy Dev winning by a decent amount. Very chaotic in the end. But, yeah. Definitely interesting. At least at the end. There was, apart from lap 20 to lap 26, where I think basically fell asleep. But yeah. As we are now on board with Haytham. I still don't know what happened to Brent's car. That looked very weird. So, winners there. Fastest lap goes to Superior. He pitted like a second before the race ended, so yeah. Jumbo John's going to be cleanest driver of the day. Is very deserving going to Basson. And I think that's also my personal driver of the day. Starting second last and finishing fourth. Is a brilliant result. Yeah, Superi dropped like a rock. Don't know what happened there during the race. But yeah, that is it for me at least, as I am dead tired. And yeah, I wish you all the best. And yeah. We'll see. Have a good one.